Hey everyone, and in this video, we're going to be making a basic image uploader using Python programming. But first, let's go to collab.research.google.com and click on enter. Now let's click on the cancel button here and create enter code cell below. Now scroll down here and let's type a hashtag, which is a comment, then a Gmail tag and say title, and then we type the title of our project. Image uploader. Now, here, we're going to import a module called matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. So this here, we're importing a basic module called matplotlib.pyplot. So it's matplotlib library dot Python, that's py, and then we have plots. So this is going to be plotting line charts, pie by bar graph, it plots anything. And now we're going to be renaming it as PLT because it's too long for a module name. We're going to be using the from function to import a big module called PIL. And from that big module, we're going to use the import function to import a smaller module inside the bigger function. So we'd say image. Now, the PIL is a function here. So let's hover over to read. And it's a module called PIL. Then it's a module called image from the big module PIL. Now let's start. Before we can start here, let's upload a file. This file is going to be called py.jpg. So open it up, and now that we have our image here, let's start. I'm going to make a small variable called image, and we're going to set this variable image img to image.open. We're going to open our image called py.png. So this is how we're going to be opening the image. Then next here, we're going to be bringing out the image. So plt.plot, then we'll say image. If we run this here, and the rest here means showing the image. And right here, this is the image that we want to see. It's a basic image, not the one we saw before. And so, after this here, we can see we have axis, which is the length of the image all around the image. To stop this from showing, let's say grid first, a grid variable called grid, and we set it to this plt function called that we imported from matplotlib.pyplot. Then we're going to say a variable and a function called grid. Now we want it to be set to false, so that way we don't see a grid. So the grid function here shows little square tiles on the image, which comes from this big function PLT, which is actually matplotlib the pie plot. Another one is true, and if you run true, you'd see the little square tiles on the image, which are separating the images into different values. Some are blank white, and the rest are not. So let's set this here to false. Now the next one here is the axis, which is what we're talking about now. So the axis is the borders all around the image and shows the length of the image. So this axis variable here is going to be set to plt dot, then would say axis. So the axis, like I said, was the width and the length of the image, the height and width of the image. So let's say off, because it doesn't use booleans, it uses normal strings. And if we run it here, we'll see there is no longer a border on our image. Now, let's add one more. Let's add the title of our image. So say we could say title, and this title variable is going to be set to plt dot title, which is going to be marking the title of our image. Well, the axis here is going to be marking the length and height of our image. The grid here marks the square tiles in the image, and the IM marks showing an image. And all are inside matplotlib.pyplot. Now let's add the brackets in the string, and this string marks the title of our image. I could say my first image. You guys can title it anything you want, depending on the image. But a good name for this image would be pie charts. So I'll name my image pie charts. Then we get the pie charts as the name of our image. So yes, this is how to make a basic image uploader using Python programming. You can also upload more images by getting images from your folder or from online. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you later. Bye.